It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Washington Commanders and the Tennessee Titans, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Nashville. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's a designed run. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Daniels now on first down. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll motion over Samuel. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20, and what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Now Robinson. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. And goal. It's Daniels. This one caught at the 4.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, it is their rookie quarterback from your alma mater, Greg, University of Miami.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. A tackle made by the former first-rounder, Javon Kinlaw. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Here comes the screen to Spears. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Spears. On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. And Daniels will have the 1st down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the 1st down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
They'll motion over Samuel. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he's in! Terry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. Greg, offensive coordinators script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Commanders are out to a 10-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down. Spears. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. They send Ridley in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So after 1, it's the Commanders with the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Off the play. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. Third down coming up. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
On fourth down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Mason Kinsey going back to maybe take this one back. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A give to Pollard running right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Rocket brings it in out wide. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This will be a 41-yard attempt. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have the Titans, and he's going to have the Chargers.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to... The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced a turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
They'll try and run. Here's Pollard. Powering forward. He's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Titans are on the board. It's 10-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton.
Really nice job there defensively. I mean, they completely took away his first read, and instead of the young quarterback going through his progression and being patient, taking what the defense gives him, he decides to still try to fit it in and force that ball, and ultimately ends up resulting in the takeaway.
The Titans offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. This one finds Lockett down the left side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Back to the air one more time. This one complete to Ridley. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got his big tight end. Chig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans are on top. It's 14-10. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That caught Tony Pollard. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll look to throw. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. 12 yards there and a first down. On the RPO, a pass taken by Ridley. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send Ridley in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. Look wide. Get this one complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Titans sending out their punter. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Samuel has it working the middle.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Third and a yard, it's Daniels. He's got a man, it's McLaurin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
On first down, Daniels. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They run this straight ahead with Eckler. Ooh! And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Washington.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that ball incomplete over the middle.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly, and here comes third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That one taken in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Jefferson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Lockett headed in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Pollard. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Again, it's Pollard. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Once the quarterback sensed that pressure was coming, I think his time clock started going off, and he said, I'm not going to have enough time to let the original play develop. So what does he do? He tries to settle by throwing the ball quicker, get it underneath the sticks, and rely for run after catch, and he's going to get stopped short of the 1st down. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to take this lead.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He's going.
That there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Commanders about to send this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Pollard. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
1st and 10. They give to Pollard on the option. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. Second and a yard. Motion man is the tight end going right. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They send Ridley in motion. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Slides, extra point, up and good. And the Titans will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here comes 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To the air again is Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike, but listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
So, it's a win here for the Titans. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.